I thought I knew where this story was going. Then something happened that changed its direction. 2 years ago, I'd never written a word. And what started as a distraction would become something I leaned on during some of the darkest times. I don't think I'd have believed you if you told me a few years ago that I'd be writing anything. I love to read, but I'm not a writer. I didn't study English. I've spent most of my career working in different creative roles. Writing was something that you had to do for documents or for presentations. But then I lost my job. And the purpose I had for each day was gone. I spent weeks wishing that it had happened to someone else. And then one morning I woke up with an idea I couldn't stop thinking about. What if people could share memories? Not through social media, not through technology, literally experience someone else's memories as if they were your own. At first, it was just an idea. Then it became notes, then scenes, then characters. And eventually, I found myself writing something that mattered to me, something that gave me what I was looking for: purpose. There's no specific moment that I can remember. I was just looking for something creative after losing my job. And this one just seemed to fit at that time. I was under no illusions that I was pretty much out of my depth and a little delusional. But I just kept following an idea that interested me. Yeah, there were weeks where I wrote every day, and then there were months where I didn't touch it. There were days where I thought the story was brilliant, and other days where I was convinced that it wouldn't work at all. I rewrote chapters, I deleted scenes, questioned everything. And I think what I realized is it's not about inspiration. It's about continuing when that disappears. When I started this, I thought I knew what it was about. Memory, identity. Then in December of 2024, my dad took his own life. And after that, something shifted. So I didn't sit down and decide to change the story. But as I kept writing, I started noticing different themes appearing. Looking back now, I see it everywhere. The book I started writing isn't the same book I'm writing today, because I'm not the same person. I thought I was creating a story, but in a way, the story was helping me to process things I didn't fully understand yet. Because when I look at the story now, I see parts of myself in it, parts of him in it. things I couldn't put into words any other way. I've learned that no one gives you permission. Nobody tells you when you're ready. Nobody tells you you're a writer. You just start. And then you keep going. It still isn't finished. I don't know if it'll ever be published. I don't know if it'll ever sit on a bookshelf somewhere. But I do know one thing. When I started writing this book, I thought I was just creating a story. If you give a piece of yourself to something, it might just give a little back in return. And honestly, even if no one ever reads it, it's already been worth it. Because the person who started writing this book isn't the same person sitting here now. And I think that's enough reason to keep going.